What's up everybody? Welcome to Bonsai Den Haag. Today I have this Taxus from my office, the office Taxus, and this tree is ready to be repot. It is the end of April and the tree is starting to pop out, and I have bought this pot for this tree during the trophy this year. It's I have here, the tree is styled as a very formal upright tree. So I have this pot, which is a Japanese Yamaki, very nice pot. It is a few years later. I think I did the collecting of this tree 4 years ago, and I will try to fit it inside this final pot. Yamaki is a pot handmade from Japan, kind of a unique pot. So I hope I can fit this tree inside here. So let's start by taking the tree out of the box. So the first thing that I will do, I'll try to find where the wire is when I tied up the tree, and then I can cut it and take it off. So that's the first step. Of course, the tools that I will be needing for this will be a bamboo stick, the wire cutter, some tools to cut off the roots, like the root scissor, and pliers to tighten up the tree on the new pot. And that's it. And then I will try to find where the wire is by pulling out this. And the nice thing about this tree is that it's a tree, one of the first that I started with my YouTube channel. And now my vision, what I had in mind, is starting to come in place, where you can see a tree that started from zero, from the ground, like a very accessible material, a hedge that I took off the ground, how that can become a bonsai. And this next step is very exciting, because once this is in a container and it survives after the repot, we are very close of making this tree become more and more like a bonsai. So I have a playlist of this tree in my channel. So if you haven't seen the previous videos of this tree, I really recommend you go and watch it. You can see how I collected, how I planted in this box, and how I prune it, the pruning decisions to make the structure. And the last video is about the wiring after I made all the decisions. Every tree is different, and this tree has a full history of how step by step you can start making your own trees and get inspired by these actions. I'll put the box inside. Since I cannot find where the wire is, I'm cutting it from here below. So now
pull the tree out of the container.
So now I will try to take the tree out of here. I'm using just the chopstick to go around here instead of using this this hook. This because the roots of Taxus is very fleshy and very sensitive, so it can break easily. To stabilize the tree, I use this wooden block. I don't have a lot of... I was hoping to have more roots than what I have right now. But I'll have to work with what I have. I still have a lot of fine roots. I think it will be a little bit ambitious to fit the tree in this spot. I don't think it will work. Unless I remove this big root over here, which is not holding a lot of this big root over here, which is not holding a lot of roots. I will clean up here a lot of insects, and soak this tree in water so that we don't, so that I can protect so that the roots are protected. So I think I will be able to fit the tree here. For that I was preparing the pot, put the mesh inside. As you can see, you know how it works. If not, check out some of the other repot videos of mine. And for that to fit here, you can see I'll have to remove this big root that I talked before. And I have a few rotten roots that I will be removing first. Those black roots here, these are all rotten, so let's take care of those first. So let's take rid of the rotten roots. And this big root over here. I won't be removing all the way out because I will use this big root as an anchor point to secure the tree in the pot. So now that I remove this root, I will be looking for other roots that are also rotten, like this. Another one right here. And now I think I will be able to put this here. It has a very weird structure here on this root. Now if you know Taxus, it lignifies and create this old wood. It's very hard, but in contrast to the new roots that are very soft and can just break off very easily. So that's one thing, if you haven't worked with Taxus before, that you have to be aware of. The pot is prepared, but now I know how to put the aluminum wire to fixate the tree. So we need at least 3 anchor points to fixate the tree. And it's important that you use the right size. This is actually a little bit too thin. Better to use 2.5 millimeters instead of what I'm using right here, which is only 1.5. Make sure you mark the wires with a curl or with a spin off, so that you use the right ones with each other and that you don't mix it up. This way you can fixate the tree in a better way, and the tree is really important that the tree is really tight and cannot move. If you're doing the first repot of a tree, like I showed you, you might need an assistant with some wood. This is like the one that I took off of this box. Alright, now I have 3 wires in. Now I will put a little bit of soil. The soil mix that I'm using is pumice, akadama and charcoal. So this tree will be sitting here for a long time. So it's good that we place it in the right position. So on the back side of the tree I don't have any anchor point, so I'm using a screw to tighten up the tree. So I now have the tree anchor on 2 points already. Now I need the third one. Make sure everything is completely fixated. Now, see that the tree is still moving around. But this is on purpose because I haven't corrected the angle yet. So now I have to go. So therefore I will be using this so that the tree is completely straight. So now I'm in the last phase of the repot. The tree is in a perfect position as I want it, straight. Now I'm just making sure I have no air pockets. And I use a bamboo stick on the back as an extra reinforcement to make sure the tree will not move, so that we have the best condition for roots to grow. It's a quite unusual nebari. But this is because it's a tree that is collected, and sometimes you have to embrace these things. Like you can always do air layering on top. Water it, clean it up, and then come back to see the end result. So I just watered the tree. As you can see, it's wet, and I'm really happy with this end result. The tree is secured, and it has a lot of still enough roots to recover. And I'll place the sphagnum moss on top of it, and now it's finger crossed to the recovery process. I'll place this tree in the shadow for this coming month, and hopefully this tree will recover very nice. Give you a 360. I see that a few branches have moved doing the repot. And the tree is just starting to pop. All the buds are popping out right now. So this is a perfect time to be doing this repot. So, as usual, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget the like and to subscribe. And I see you next time in Bonsai Den Haag. And let me know, of course, in the comments what you think of this pot. If you think during watching this video if it would fit or not. See you next time.